So we can till the ground, but what good is that without having something to actually plant in the dirt? So let's work on our seed system. So we'll go back to our item data. We're going to set up some seeds, and then we'll set up another base item class of a crop. I am going to be using, I'm going to alter some of these. So I haven't gotten around to actually filling this all out just yet. But let's go to our seeds. And we got a base seed, we need a base crop. So let's add a new folder. This will be our crops folder. We can duplicate our base seed, BP underscore base crop. Then we can drop that into our crops folder. Then for our base seed, we can open it up. And we're going to add a variable right here called our crop class. And it will be our base crop class reference. That way each of our seeds can have a crop that it'll grow. So I'm going to do 3 for now. So we'll need 3 seeds and 3 crops. So I'm going to create a child blueprint of my seed. It'll be BP underscore potato seed. I'll duplicate that one. BP underscore onion seed. And then one more. BP underscore cauliflower seed. Now, the seed will probably be in the backpack or in the shop, and then it won't really be on the ground too much. But to start with, we will set a static mesh on the ground. I'm just going to put a sphere for now. I guess that'll work. No. Where's that other sphere? The other one does better because it sits on the ground. There it is. Yeah, see, it sits on the ground instead of halfway, so we'll be able to just leave it where it's at. I'm gonna set. My dog is gassy. Let's set this to like 0.05, and we'll set its object type. Oh, it's already interact, so we're good. So we will need to go into our cauliflower seed, onion seed, and potato seed and set those up. I'm going to save everything real quick because I am going to have to alter my item data. So I'm going to add, we already got potato, tomato, and cauliflower, so I'm going to add 3, which is my potato seed, onion seed, and cauliflower seed. We'll save that, and then we'll close everything, and don't save, remember that. So I will be back after the editor reopens. Alright, back into it. So we got our new item seed details. We can go to our well, no, we need to go to our child seed. So let's get our cauliflower, onion, and potato. We will need to add these to our data table also so we can pull the information. I still haven't gotten around to doing this part. I'm just gonna add them here. So I'm gonna add we'll have potato seed, and then potato, then onion seed, onion, and cauliflower seed. Gotta make sure that you type these all the same way, cauliflower, so that they can pull each other. So if you need to, make sure you pull it up right here and then compare the spelling. So the potato seed is a potato seed. It is a seed type. Don't really got to worry too much about all that right now, but the stack size, 1 to 99. Don't need a use animation. Item class. All right, so this will be potato seed. Now the potato will be our potato. It will be, I'm going to make this one a regent because you wouldn't just eat a raw potato. You would want to bake it into a potato. So we'll use it to make a food recipe later on. Don't need that, don't need that. Oh, actually we do need an item image so we can tell we picked it up. So let's I'm going to use this one for the seed. This was in that free pack, so you'll have a seed icon. And then there are some herbalism, I think, in that pack. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use a different texture pack. Should be something good in there that's good. Actually, you know what? These are kind of terrible for that. So let's see what they got in here. Not really anything. So, you know what? You're a potato now. Embrace your life. Just so that we can see it. So current stack will be 1 and 99, and then the base class will be Pidgey. Oh, we never made the actual crop class. Okay. So let's go do that. So we got our crops. We'll create a child blueprint of our base crop, BP underscore potato. And then we can go back and set that crop class. Potato. Now we'll do this with the potato seed first, and then we'll go back and update the rest. So let's open our potato seed. We'll set its crop class to be the potato, and its item info to be the potato seed. So now we drop it out. We're not actually going to see it. Make sure it's on our grid. Not actually going to see it. I'm not sure why we did add that. Maybe it's just too small. So we'll just bump its scale up to 0.1 so we can see it a little easier. Oh, make sure we grab the potato seed and not the potato. All right, so let's jump in and pick it up and make sure that it's getting into our inventory. Potato seed. So now we need to go into our player blueprint and tell it what to do when we have a potato seed. Third person blueprint player. So we need to go find our item use function. Here it is. I don't remember why I had those. I'll get rid of them. So for the seed, we're going to add a new function. This will be check plant seed. So first we want to check to see if there's something already in the dirt plot that we are examining. And if not, then we'll plant it. So we'll compile this real quick. And we want to get our interact checker, get overlapping actors. We can do a class filter to make sure that we're looking for the dirt plot specifically. And then we want to see if it is a valid index, that first, 0 index. We'll add a branch here. We'll add a branch here. Kind of back everything up. If it is a valid index, then we will get a copy of that index, and then we will cast to our dirt plot, because we're going to need to check it. We don't need to worry about too much about casting, because if it's in the world and we're overlapping it, it's already loaded into memory anyway. So we don't need to worry about an interface call. We can just cast to it without having to worry about too much overhead. So we're going to check to see if there is something already growing in this plot. In order to do that, we need to open up our dirt plot and give it a variable. We will call this current crop, and it will be a base crop reference, object reference. So back in the player blueprint, we can get that current crop reference and see if it is valid. So if it is valid, we don't want to try to plant anything there because it's already growing one. We don't want to double sow. But if it's not valid, then we can spawn actor from class. The class will be the crop that is associated to our seed reference. And in order to get that, we will get our player HUD. We're going to create a function to do this, so we don't have to keep dragging all this stuff out. But for now, we will get player HUD, get hotbar icons, get a copy of the hotbar item selected, and then get the item info from it. So let's just box select all this real quick, and we'll right click and we'll collapse this to a function called get hotbar item data. So let's open that up, and we're going to add an output, and it will be the item info. So item info, it'll be of the item info struct type, and we'll just plug this in way over here so that we don't have to keep dragging all these out every time. We can just reference this function, and it'll pull it for us. So we'll go back to our check plant seed. We can make this a pure function because it's not going to take anything in, it's just pulling something out. So we can get our hotbar data, we'll break that open. Since we're using our seed, we'll take our item class and we're going to cast to our base seed class because we're going to need to pull the crop class from the actual base seed class. As the base seed, we will get the crop, what was it? Let's see. Yeah, crop class. Oh, let's just get the defaults. And there it is. So if you try to pull a variable and you can't find it, just try pulling out the defaults, and it'll be whatever defaults for that class exist. For us is this crop class. For the spawn transform, we'll also get that from our dirt plot, so we need to go establish that. You don't want the static mesh selected, because if you check the scale, it's all kind of wonky right now, so if we add anything to it, it'll be wonky also. So I'm going to select the default scene root, and I'm going to add a scene component. And this will be the plant point, basically the space that we will be planting our crop at. I'm just going to move it up, say 5 units, so that it's sitting on the ground right there, looking nice. And now back in our player blueprint, from our dirt plot, we can get the plant point and get its world transform. And we'll plug that into our spawn transform. Then we can set our current crop to be that new one. So now it'll check automatically. Every time it checks, it'll be, oh, you already got something planted there. So we're all good. Let's do a little cleanup. We don't need all that. So if you jump in and try to do it right now, you will notice an issue, but the issue is that our dirt plot static mesh is not registered as an interact. Right now it only ignores the pawn. So we can set this to custom and set the object type to interact so that our interact checker will actually pick up on it. And then we need to actually call that seed function. So we will check plant seed when we use a seed item. Now the last thing we need to do is actually establish our base crop with what we want it to have. So otherwise we'll plant something and then we won't see it and we'll get confused. Which, trust me, I do get confused. Open our base crop. Yeah, it's got static mesh. So let's open our potato crop. We'll set the static mesh to be a potato. Now the next one we'll start working on more of the crop stuff, so they'll start off real small, but then they'll grow over time, depending on how many days you want it to grow, how long, all that jazz. So, but for now, we just want to make it to where we can see it decent, so I'm going to set it to 2. And just refresh that if needed. So I got that, plant that, use that. Potato! And if I try again, it won't do it. Potato, potato. Now you won't have it looking like that when you first plant it, because that's like why you're planting it, it's fully grown. But, we'll make it smaller and then it'll grow and then we'll set it up to have a harvest point and then you'll pick it up. But now that the first part's done, you can either cancel out and do it on your own or watch the rest of this and I'll just do the other two seeds real quick. So we're going to need two more crop classes, so VP onion and duplicate VP underscore cauliflower. We'll set up their static meshes. This is an onion. And we'll also set our cauliflower, static mesh, cauliflower. And it looks nice. So now we set the seed, onion seed. Prop class is an onion. Item info is, this is the seed, so it's that. And then cauliflower seed. Crop class is not here. Parent class is a base item. Parent class. Oh, I must have accidentally duplicated that one. So we want a child blueprint, not a duplication VP underscore cauliflower. This is our cauliflower. Set its static mesh. And then for our seeds, cauliflower seed. There it is. Cauliflower seed. Set up our item data. So onion seed is a seed. Don't need to worry about that. I am going to set a different image in here. So we'll go with this one. 1 to 99. This is an onion seed. Now this is our onion. It is a regent, and it has an image of, hey, that's an onion. 1 to 99. Onion. Now we got our cauliflower seed. Seed class. Image will be, you almost look cauliflower style. That almost looks potato style. That's what I should probably be using for the potato. So you know what? This is the cauliflower seed now, and that is the potato seed now. It looks more in line. Cauliflower seed. Seed 199. We don't need to worry about the names right now, but we will come back and update it when we start our shop system because it'll have like an icon, the name, the value, etc. That's our cauliflower seed. So cauliflower seed, and then our cauliflower is our cauliflower reagent. And I think that was a cabbage. I'm gonna use this one. 1 to 99. It's not like we're picking them up right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And this is our cauliflower. Save everything real quick. Since we're just altering the data table, we don't gotta worry about closing out and all that. But I am going to cauliflower seed, onion seed, and then we'll jump in. Gonna need that. We'll need that, and that, and that, and Oh, I got two here. All right, let's delete that. I'll drag this one. Needs a refresh. There's that and that. What's happening here? That's a cauliflower seed, and that's a cauliflower. What? Why do I have two cauliflower seeds out? I thought I grabbed. So that's a cauliflower. What are you? Onion. All right. Potato. All right. Cauliflower. Potato. Onion. I got two crop plots here, so there's that, and then cauliflower, potato, onion. Awesome. So we got three crops we can plant, and in the next one we'll start working on making them start real small. We'll set up the watering system and then make them grow depending on how many days they take to grow and all that fun jazz. So I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.